anunnaki are on this planet. They are not so noticeable, but they are hoping that our whole society will break apart by stress put one against the other. One type of person, one different generation against another. Any differences that they see, they want to make sure that they make that break widening out, because they want to take our planet. And what they really want is to take it apart. They have tried on occasion. This is their run against our planet. It is the transition point time for our planet. And I have run into them more than once on this planet now, lately. They, for a long time, were still on their planet and only messing with the humans. They do put devices in people's heads sometimes, actually quite often. But that is part of the reason that those people come across the border so aggressively, because quite a few of them have devices in their heads, electronics, that make them want to get in the way of other human beings. And they have 4 different types of electronics that can interfere in our lives. So there is at least 6 more years of us putting up with the Anunnakis and their planet being not too far from us, just really around the sun from us, just a little bit. And eventually, once those 6 years go past, possibly 7, but I think it's 6, that planet will come past our planet and head back out into the darkness. But that means 6 solid years of them trying to break our society apart. That is not a good thing. Not at all. And it's pretty evident that they've really penetrated quite noticeably in the society of the United States. They have places where I've run into them before in different cities. They are not nice. And what's even worse is all these people who worry about the future and they say, oh, buy gold, buy gold. Well, if you buy gold, you're attracting the Anunnaki. Their main objective in getting past and around our planet is to take the gold with them when they do head out for the darkness and heading towards that other sun that they rotate around every 3,300 years. So every 3,300 years they come here, and then the next travel is 3,300 years. They rotate around that other sun. So, since they are out in the darkness for quite a while, they really like gold. Gold is a high oscillational rate energy, and they have some stored up, and they're waiting until the time they leave before they'll take it off our planet. They've got it actually stored up in caves that don't even have entrances, and I don't know why they did it like that on our planet. It might be that when they lift it out, it'll be so noticeable that they don't really want people to know what they're up to. But they are accumulating gold. And if you end up having too much in your possession, you might end up dead just from having gold in your possession. But silver is fine. Platinum is great. Gold is not really good. Not anymore. I hope humanity can withstand the stress, but it's going to be pretty bad in the next 6 years. That's all I want to say about it.
Can you please tell the listener what planet does the Anunnaki came from?
The planet is called Nibiru. A while back, I don't know, about almost 10 years ago, I was on a flight. It was a flight into Boise, Idaho. And I was not on the window seat, somebody else was. And this woman, she said, "That's Nibiru." She was looking almost directly into the sun, but it was sneakily looking around the corner of the sun. It was already very close to us, and that was 10 years ago. So they normally stick around near our planet for about 40 years. That's why we've survived for this long. Lots of prayers were said, but it's not as easy now. Our society is breaking down. For some reason, on our planet, the Anunnaki have for centuries, maybe even millennia, been called the Anunnaki. But it might have been initiated by the Anunnaki themselves, because if you have an exact pronunciation of your foe's actual name, then you have more power to fight with, because we're going to need all the power we can pull together, because they are undermining our society, and they are the Anunnaki. On George Norrie's show, they said that Enke was the good guy and Enlil was the bad guy. Not true. Enlil is still fond of humanity, and Enke hates us quite strenuously and wants us to fall apart. So, it is not easily tracked on the records that show up. Okay, that's it. There is much that is researchable about Enke and Enlil in old records and things that are from the past. They are the prominent ones that are actually the ones that choose to really be consciously interacting with people on this planet. But Enke wants to destroy us, and Enlil is fond of us because I think that he was very supportive of humanity in the ancient times. It is still that way. Enlil is sad, and Enke is very smirky right now. I have run into them just not too long ago.
So are they brothers?
Yes, they are brothers, yes.
And how do you spell their name?
Enke is E-N-K-E. Enlil is E-N-L-I-L.
Thank you for sharing.